Hi, today I'm going to show you how we can convert a Notion form into PDF files. For this demonstration, I'm going to talk about device access agreement form that you can see which is created on the background. So if I scroll down, this agreement form has few fields of information available over here. We have employee name, employee ID, device ID and issue date. And if you go to the responses side of this form, I have already created three entries out of this particular form for this demonstration. And now let us understand how these entries can be used to create a PDF file out of this particular form. So for this, we'll be using an automation tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output is a document automation platform for Notion users, which will help you convert any form of database into PDF files. So with this demonstration, we are going to talk about this device access agreement form. You can take any Notion database and convert it into PDF files completely on automation. So let us understand how this will work. For this, I will quickly log in over here and I will select one of my accounts which I'm going to use, and then I will showcase the entire demonstration. So let me quickly sign in and then we will see the rest of the steps. So as you log in, you will be greeted with this screen where you need to set up an automation to continue using the tool. So I will click on new automation, and for this I need to connect my Google document as well as Notion database. So my Google document is already connected as I gave all the permissions. So make sure when you are setting up the account, you give access to all the permissions which will help you set up the Google document. If you do not have any permissions added to the setup screen, you can obviously connect your document over here when you are going to add a new automation setup. So meanwhile, I'm going to add the Notion form over here. So I will click on connect Notion, and this will take me to a setup screen where I can add my Notion form right into the setup screen to set up the automation setup. So what I will do is I will select my proper workspace. So in here, I'm currently under this account. So I'm going to select that account. I'll click on select pages, and you can see it is asking me to add a page over here. So I will just click on add, and now it will ask me to add the particular page. So I'm using this device access agreement form. So I will just search for that. So if I type device access, you can see it is automatically showing me that particular page with the database. So I will just click on that page and everything will get automatically added. Just to ensure this, I will again click on add. I will just type out the same name, and you can see the database is also showing up over here. So I will select this as well. So the database is now also added up in the setup part. Okay. I'll click on allow access, and now it will automatically give me access to the database which I have over here. Okay. So once you have the access, you have multiple ways of adding a template. You can upload a Word file, you can upload a PDF file, you can even select a Notion page. So if your database contains Notion pages which you want to convert to PDF, you can go with the first option as well. That is also available. But for this demonstration, I'm going to go with the Google document. So I'll select Google document. And if you already have a device access agreement form available on your drive, you can choose this option and you can select the document that is already available from your drive. Okay. I don't have any document created beforehand. So what I'll do is I'll create a document from scratch. So I'll click on blank document and it will create me a new document altogether, which I can edit. So I'll click on continue. And now you can see it has created me this blank document, which I can edit and use it for my purpose. Okay. So what I'll do is I will simply rename this particular document as, let's say, device access agreement form. Okay. And then on the right side, if I scroll down, I will be able to see all the added forms in the databases that will be visible over here. So I added this form, right? And you can see all the properties of the particular database showing up over here. So we have the device ID, we have employee ID, employee name, password, issue date. All the fields are automatically showing up over here. Okay. And now let's start using these properties onto the document and create the template. So let's say I want to put the device ID on this field. So what I'll do is I'll just write device ID. I can click on copy. It will copy that placeholder, and I need to simply paste that property onto the document. Okay, so I will just simply use Control V or Command V on my keyboard. It will paste that property. Let's say I want to add the employee ID. So I'll again copy the employee ID. I can type out employee ID. I'll paste it. So this is completely upon your choice how you want to add and edit the particular placeholder on the document. You can even use a table if you want. So if you want, you can just directly add a table. You can like add certain fields over here. So it is all up to your choice. You can just randomly editing this document. Obviously, in your case, you will need a proper document which you want to use, or you can use a blank document and edit it as per your choice. Okay, so I'm just going to add few more fields. Let's say this is received by. So I will just put received by over here. So the moment it sees a placeholder which has double curly brackets, like you see over here, so we have double curly brackets on both the sides, right? The moment it sees this, it tries to find if this placeholder is already there in the database. If that is the case, it fetches the information from the database and it replaces those values, and it will generate a PDF as per that. You have all the Google document formatting options available. You can underline this, you can put it in italic mode. So let's say if I go over here, I will be able to see all the options. Okay, I can underline this, I can put it in italic mode. So all the document options that you generally have on a Google Doc is available live inside this editor. Okay, so whatever you edit, this will be saved forever and you can use the same to generate the PDF files. On the right side, I have few more additional things. You can even add e-signatures onto the document. So if you turn it on, it will allow you to add e-signatures onto the document. So I will just put a link in this video description, like how to use e-signatures. You can definitely watch that video. So I will just currently turn it off. And besides this, you also have an option to choose how the PDF file will be named. Okay. So if I see my database, I want to put the PDF file by the name of the employee. Okay. So what I will do is I will select employee name from this drop down. So all my PDF will be named as per the employee name. Then we have PDF attachment field. This is where the PDFs will get attached. So if you see the database that we have over here and if you scroll to the right side, you will find this additional columns that is shown over here. That is generate PDF, PDF file and Google Drive file. So all your PDFs will be stored under the PDF file column as it is selected over here. Okay, you can even add another file and media property which can save the PDF file as well. So I will explain that in a while. So I have all the settings done. Now I want to generate a preview of the output of how it exactly it will look like. So if I click on preview output, it will start processing one of the records. Okay. And if you go back to the database, you can see it is processing this particular record because the status is showing as processing. So it is currently processing this record and it has even completed that PDF. So if I click on this PDF that has been generated, okay, I don't have access to this because I am signed into a different account. So let me quickly sign in with that account, which I have logged in, and you can see the output. Yeah, so you can see it has created a preview file with all the placeholders that we had added with the formatting replaced. Okay, so we had added issue date, we had added receipt by, all the values have been replaced. Of course, the issue date is not a date property that is shown over here. We could have already changed that, but somehow all the values are automatically coming up over here. Okay, so you can just simply keep on adding this form entries. Okay, so let me add a new entry, rather I need to put it on a display. So you can just add entries over here. As it comes to this responses side, it will automatically be generated as a PDF file. Okay, so I'm happy with this automation setup. So what I can do is I can click on setup automation. It will create an automation for this setup. If you're on a paid plan of Notion, you can even use a button to generate a PDF. So all the steps for that has been given over here of how to use a button to generate a PDF file. Okay, you can follow the steps. But if you're not on a paid plan, you can follow me right now what I'm doing. So I have just clicked on setup automation. If I click on start over, if I go back, I will be able to see the automation already set up and active on the screen. Okay, it is also showing me the database, the template, and the name of the automation that has been given. You can edit all the details if you want. Now, if I click on this database part, it will take me to the same database which I had already added. Okay, so you can see the database of the same the agreement form is showing up over here. Now the best part is once everything is set up, if you scroll to the right side, you can simply click on this property of generate PDF. You can mark it as ready to generate. The moment you mark it as ready to generate, it will automatically start processing this record and it will convert into PDF file and store under the PDF file column. So this ready to generate helps PDF output understand which of the records you want to process as PDF file. So currently we only have two records which have been marked as ready to generate, and it will only process these two records and save as PDF under this PDF file column. It just takes usually 30 to 40 seconds to process a record. But once the processing is done, you will automatically be able to see the PDF coming up in the PDF file section over here. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a few more seconds as it is going to process the entire document, and it is going to present the document right over here in the PDF file column. So as it is going to process, let me explain a few more things. So if you sign out, you will be able to see a lot of templates that has been added up over here. So if you go to the template side of things, you will be able to find a lot of templates that has been added. You can even utilize an invoice, a sales proposal, a shipping document, a rental agreement. So whatever you have for a requirement, you have all the templates added and pre-filled over here. Okay, you can take help of these templates and start using for your automation process. This is completely hands-free because once the automation is set up, the only thing that you need to do is simply mark your record as ready to generate. It converts it into PDF file. That, as you can see, both the PDFs have been created. And even better, if you're on a paid plan, you can even create a button, and if you click on the button, it will start to create a PDF. Okay. So let me open up this PDF file and let me show you what exactly the output is. So you can see it has created this output with all the formatting intact. And let me open up the last PDF. That will also showcase a similar thing. So this is also showing a similar thing. Okay. So basically we set up an automation which is now allowing us to generate PDF as we mark it as ready to generate, and the PDF is getting created right inside the Notion database. I hope this automation setup was helpful to you. If you have any questions on the same, you can just scroll down and you will find this contact window button, which you can click and send me a message right away. So if you click on contact, I will be available to help you out through this message window. You can send me a message right away and I'll be able to respond with whatever queries you might be having. There is also this chat window at the bottom. If you click on this, you should be able to send me a message through this chat window, and I'll be able to assist with any queries which you might be facing. Okay. That was it from the demonstration perspective. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.